My name is Keshawn Davis. They call me the businessman. In training camp, we usually train 2 times a day, sometimes 3 times. Starting in the morning, I have my chef cook me eggs, turkey bacon, some fruit, and some hot tea. I love my hot tea in the morning in camp. I cut the coffee and go to tea. After I eat breakfast, typically I go for a run or I just do my strength conditioning workout. After that, I eat again, rest until my second workout around like 5 o'clock. Typically, both workouts last about 2 hours long, or the first one probably an hour and a half. And after my second workout, I probably soak afterwards. I probably do normal-tech my legs, probably get in the shower, go for a massage. But some type of recovery is always required after each day of training. When I was in the amateurs, I used to watch war stories, like World War II, or like London Has Fallen. Like, I see people have to go through something and they have to be mentally tough for it. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like watching too much boxing right before a fight because I've been doing that all training camp. So right before a fight, I just like not necessarily watching something boxing, but just something that can prepare me mentally. I was fighting the #1 seed in the Olympics, the second day of the Olympics, and I stopped him. Nobody predicted that at all. So that was like a key turning point for me, like in boxing. People like, wow, this kid can not only fight, but he got real power. He just knocked out somebody legit, so, and that was in the Olympics, so that was definitely one of the craziest moments I can remember for me. Inspirations and role models. I could say inspirations is Muhammad Ali and Floyd Mayweather. My role models coming into the sport, I felt like was like Shakur Stevenson, my big brother Kelvin Davis, and Terrence Crawford. Why? I just feel like they are great at what they do. As individuals, they great people as well. And, I just always try to pick up things from other people that I feel like is good and just, try to match it. I feel like my toughest opponent been Jose Pedraza. My last fight, honestly, February 8th, 2024. I feel like he was my toughest. Me personally, I just felt like, I looked that great because I was prepared for it. I was ready for it. But he was in there taking shots that nobody took before. I started off at a very fast pace, something that I usually don't typically do. And he was in there taking those shots and coming right back to me. So I feel like he was definitely one of my toughest opponents. I was just physically and mentally ready for everything. I like to read the Bible. I like to talk to God to keep my head sane. I feel like the times where I stray away from him, that's when I start be getting anxious and stuff. But I talk to God a lot. I love to travel. Basketball, I love to play basketball. I love just to go on walks and walk my dog. I love sitting in the house watching boxing and listening to music at the same time. I found a lot of better habits that I did better than, what I used to do was smoke. So once I put that down, honestly, I just found a lot more things that I really like to do. And I would never found that if I wouldn't have stopped smoking. Very important. I just remember as a kid, as a boxer, as a fighter, we didn't have no, influencer. We didn't have no Olympian. We didn't have no professional boxer that was putting on for our city. So that was me and my brother's main priority when we got in a certain position. The 2 community days that we did was with me and my brothers, honestly. We call them DB3 Community Day. And the first one was with me and my big brother, Kelvin. The second one was only with me because my little brother and Kelvin was in training camp. But after Kelvin fight March 13th, Kelvin gonna come back and do his DB3 Community Day. So it's all a family thing. We keep it in the family. But for us, for DB3, me, Kelvin, and Keon, it's important for us that we show our community, our kids, the adults, that it's a way out of Norfolk. We're the new generation, and we're gonna be better than the last generation. And that's just one of our goals that we have, is just to be better than the last. You know what I'm saying? So start with the community days, doing small stuff, and, you know, prayerfully, we're going to grow from that. I feel like anybody coming from Norfolk, any athlete coming from Norfolk, if you can beat the odds, you're going to be great. Look at Allen Iverson. Look at Michael Vick. Look at Missy Elliott, Pharrell, Pusha T, DB3. Shoot, the list can really go on. But I feel like once you beat the odds coming from the 757, then you're going to be great, like, for real. It's just something out here that we have that nobody else has in this city. If you make it out of if you make it out of 757, you're bound to be great. Not regular, not average, not being on the sideline. No, you're going to be great. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing I feel like that's something in the water out here. One word that describes DB3 is family, for sure. What do DB3 mean to me? Honestly, DB3 is everything to me. I'm gonna just give you an example. Like, going back to the Olympics, I was fighting one of my toughest opponents in the Olympics, and I was just nervous, super nervous. And I was on the phone with Keyshawn and Kelvin, and they was just hyping me up like, man, what you worry about him for? You was who you are. You was Keshawn Davis, bro. Like, you tripping. Like, you better go out there and punish this man. So I'm just listening. We laughing and joking and playing, man. Next thing I know, I'm not even nervous no more, not anxious. I'm good. I'm able to go to sleep now before I fight. So DB3 is just really like everything. Like, we know each other the best, us three. Nobody know each other like how we know each other. And we know how to push each other. And we also know how to tell each other right from wrong. And we all know how to accept it coming from each other. So DB3 is really, it's everything to me. But in one word, it's family. The businessman is me, Keshawn Davis. How did I become it? Through my experiences. Honestly, I think God, you know, just put me through certain experiences for a reason that made me start thinking this way. When I coming from Norfolk, because I'm from Norfolk, I was like an introvert. I wasn't good talking on camera. I wasn't good talking to people. I didn't want to talk to people. I was good by myself and doing what I do. But as I started seeing the different countries, seeing the world, and just seeing different faces and knowing how people really is outside of Norfolk, it made me want to open up more. So as I opened up more, you know, I started talking to people and learning about things. And like, at this point, I'm like 18 years old. I'm just got an Olympic team, and I'm like, man, I'm on an amateur team. I know I'm gonna be the Olympic hopeful. I need to learn something about pros, because there's gonna be a lot of managers and promoters coming at me, and I don't know nothing about the pro game. So as I'm learning how to be more open, I'm talking to people about professional boxing and what is this and what do that mean and how can I do it and what's the best route, to the point where I'm learning so much at 18, 19 years old. Now I'm teaching the coaches about the pro game. And then the fighters started to see that and started coming to me and started asking me about the pro game. So I'm like, hold on, man. Like, I'm teaching a lot of people out here. It's like, man, I'm kind of like a businessman. I'm gonna call myself the businessman, forget it. So I changed my name from Instagram from Keshawn Davis to Business Keyshawn. And I mean, shoot, ever since Business Keyshawn, that was like, what, 2019? It just stuck with me. And I never changed it from then. But I didn't really get the businessman title until I turned pro. So.
Thank you for your time, man.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Any last words you want to say?
Yes, sir, great questions. I love the questions, love this interview, man. Shouts out DB3, all the Davis brothers, Keon, Kelvin Davis, and yours truly, Keshawn Davis. Kelvin got a fight coming up March 13th, next Wednesday on Pro Box out in Florida. Make sure y'all tune in. Keon still fighting his way to go to the Olympics, man. It's a DB3 thing, man. And hey, just watch out for me coming back home this year, man. Let's do it.